Alright, check this out. So I realized how tedious it is to have full control over the 3D depth map, 3D engraves. You gotta set different settings for either the same setting for the whole project. For example, we'll make this 100 layers, and for this example, you'd have to have one setting for all 100 layers. That doesn't make much sense to me, so I have created something, this tool here. First you select your hatch parameter INI file and your pen parameter library, the INI file, okay? And then once we have that, we're going to select an image. We'll select the 3D image. This is already a depth map done with laser-it. So what I've done here is I've created 3 categories. So it's going to analyze this image, the grayscale values, and then it's going to divide it into 3 categories: highlights, midtones, and shadows. And then it's going to wisely create settings, parameters, and timings. It's going to change the speed, the frequency, the power, the pulse width, the delay parameters, and the jump parameters based on what it analyzes. And then at the same time, it's also going to generate your hatches for each of these layer groups. So this will be divided up in like 33 layers or whatever. And for an example, so these 33 would have certain settings, these 33 would have other settings and hatches, and these 33 would have other settings and hatches. And I'm gonna go find my folder here, this one. This is where everything's going to output into. It's going to output the hatch files and the parameter files in a preview and whatnot. Also, at the same time, since we're including these files, it's going to inject your new hatches into your hatches and your parameters into your parameter library right when this is happening right now. So we'll go ahead and do this. You can read what it does here. Over here, it's popping in everything it's done so far. Okay, we can open a preview. This will be animated. It's just not yet. I haven't gotten that far yet. Wanted to get it functioning first. So here is the preview on that. You can see it's got a lot of good data. It's 13.7 megabytes because it came out of laser-it. But when laser-it created this image, it wasn't even 1 megabyte. It was only like 500 kilobytes or something. And laser-it down the pipeline packed all this data into this image and made it real nice. And this is actually a depth map already. And so here's the highlights parameters. Here's the midtone parameters. And I'll just kind of load these so we can see them. And you can see on the midtones, the speed's 850 and the power's 25. The highlights, it's 1150 speed and the power's 18.5. And the frequency's 95 and the frequency is 70. And then your timings start to vary too. And the same thing for the shadows. They're all very different. And at the same time, they've also been injected into EZCAD's file system. So these will show up in here, named under this here. Okay. Here's the preview it spits out. And then here are the hatches. See the midtone and the highlight. The line distance changes, the hatch angle changes, the rotate angle changes. Okay, this is going to work out pretty slickly, I do believe. I've spent most of the day building this tool. So thanks for watching. I hope you like it. All you fiber laser users, I know it for sure going to work with EZCAD 3. EZCAD 2, it's just, finding these files and making sure, I don't know if the file structure is the same or whatnot, but we can find out. We'll find out real soon. I believe this should be tested further. So thanks for watching.